Evelyn, I'm gonna go home now. See ya!
Just hold your horses, Larissa. These are still working hours, you know? Why are you going home?
My stomach hurts, so I'm clocking off early.
You said the same thing when you left early yesterday and the day before too. Not to mention the 3 days last week. This is happening too often, isn't it?
Are you saying I'm lying? How horrible! I really do feel unwell.
Like I already told you, if you feel unwell, you should go see a doctor. I need to see a medical certificate.
But I hate going to the doctor. It'll be better if I sleep it off. So I don't want to go. Plus, all the changeovers on the train are a pain.
You hate going to the doctor? How old are you? Aren't you the same age as my son? You're going home early far too often. I need to see a medical certificate. How about I drive you there?
Nope, I'm good, thanks. Anyway, I'll be heading off now.
You do not leave early without a good reason. Larissa, do you really want to work at this company?
Duh, obviously. If I didn't, I wouldn't be here, would I?
And yet, I've heard your attitude at work is awful. It's only been 2 months since you joined us, but we've already had over 50 complaints against you.
What do you mean? I don't know about that.
The most frequent ones are leaving early and being absent from work without permission. Other than the training days where you come in without fail, you barely show up, and you don't even call to let us know why. You go home early without permission particularly often. Just the other day, you went home while out bulking buying supplies for the company, didn't you? No doubt trying to pocket the company's money.
Well, I started feeling unwell all of a sudden. What was I supposed to do? I've had poor health ever since I was a little kid. The reason I couldn't contact you was because my phone's battery died. I just forgot to give the money back, that's all. It can't be helped.
Like I said, go see a doctor if you're not well. Besides, if anyone's going to get ill, it's the people who have to work around you.
Huh? Why?
Because you've been giving your manicures at your desk since you started working here. The smell of your nail polish remover is bothering people, and we're getting complaints from every single person in your department.
Really? It doesn't bother me at all, though.
That may be so, but it bothers the people around you. Because of that, people are opening the windows for ventilation, which means in turn the air conditioner stops having any effect. In the middle of summer, between the smell of your nail polish remover and the heat, we've had a lot of people complain of ill health.
Oh, so that's why! So that's why everyone's been opening windows despite there being aircon. I just thought they were morons who didn't understand what aircon did.
Don't be silly. How many times have me and the other employees warned you?
Since you mention it, I do think I remember you might have warned me once. What's the harm in a little manicure, though? It's cute, and it increases my motivation to work. In fact, everyone should start doing it.
What do you come to work to do? Anyway, manicures are forbidden in the office from now on. You're free to do as you please at home, but you're bothering people at work.
Huh? But I have an amazing reputation with the department of our clients. I'm known as the one who's cute from head to toe. Right to the tips of her nails.
People who don't understand the situation may say such things, but that's not what we're discussing here. The office is not your makeup parlor, so please act more sensibly.
You're such a buzzkill. At best, this is a low-level department with no big players. I wanted to be the CEO's secretary anyway. How long will it take before I'm assigned to one of the better departments?
There's no such thing as big players. Low-level, better, or worse departments here. Every job is necessary for the smooth operation of the company. Besides, there's no way a fresh-out-of-college newbie who barely knows their left from right could suddenly become a secretary to the CEO. Especially you and that poor attitude of yours. How could you be entrusted with a job like that?
Say what? Oh, please, it looks like a breeze. All you have to do is wear nice clothes and smile looking all pretty next to the CEO. I could do that. Looking pretty is my specialty after all.
What are you talking about? There's no job that involves getting dressed up and smiling. The secretariat's a busy department.
Huh? But that's what it was like in this drama I watched the other day. I thought I could do this. Since I'm such a beauty, I bet the guys would love me. Such a shame. If you put me on the secretariat, I'd work every day.
Don't say such stupid things. Coming to work every day is expected of you regardless of which department you're in. If your attitude doesn't improve from now on, I'll be reporting you to management.
Fine by me. Don't just say you're bullying me because I'm new.
Who'd believe a lie like that? I have evidence and witnesses.
Even still, I can make people believe me. A few tears from a young girl are all that it takes to render a man defenseless. It's not exactly a technique an older woman like you could use, though. Plus, my boyfriend has my back.
Even if I let you calling me an old woman slide this time, do you really think the world is so simple you can get your own way just by turning on the waterworks? And what does your boyfriend have to do with anything? Are you planning on having an outsider come in and complain to us now?
Wrong. Please don't be too surprised when I tell you, but my boyfriend is the CEO's son, Mike.
Excuse me?
Me and the CEO's son are dating. I'll be a future CEO's wife someday, which is why I'm free to do whatever I like.
I don't understand why you think that. Please explain.
You don't understand, lol. One day, I'll be the CEO's wife, the most important employee in the company. Basically, I'll be able to fire anyone who disobeys me. So, you see, Evelyn, you really would be better off doing what I say. I think you understand what I mean, don't you?
Huh? I really don't understand what you mean. How did you end up getting this so wrong?
Like I said, I'm gonna be the CEO's wife someday. I'm gonna fire you straight away, old woman.
The future CEO is my son.
Huh?
Yes, Michael is my son. So, it was you, was it? Michael told me some strange girl's been following him recently. So it was you.
What? Huh? Mike is... your son? But isn't Mike the CEO's son?
You're right. He is. But he's my son too.
But... that means you're...
the current CEO's wife. To put it in your terms.
What? You're kidding, right? I didn't hear about this.
Of the people who come to work normally, virtually everyone knows. But since you're almost never here...
but what are you doing in such a low-level department? You're the CEO's wife, right?
I don't know what kind of image you have of a CEO's wife, but my current job is training up you new employees. My work involves going around many departments.
But,
By the way, that job includes reporting on the conducts of the new employees to the CEO in minute detail. In cases where that conduct is deemed to be short of the standards, dismissal isn't off the table.
Please, wait! I'm Mike's girlfriend, you know. You can't fire me.
What does that have to do with anything? That has nothing to do with your job. Besides, Michael says you're not his girlfriend anyway? Far from it. You're following him and causing him a nuisance.
Oh my god.
Taking this nuisance behavior of yours into account, I can't help but wonder if you're not a suitable fit for this company, Larissa. I think dismissal would be appropriate.
No, wait! Don't fire me!
But it appears you hate being here so much that you fake illnesses to get out of coming. And you have no intention of fixing your attitude towards your superiors and coworkers, don't you? You even seem to think you can fire me, a CEO's wife.
I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry.
Which part are you apologizing for? Leaving home early without permission? Not showing up for work? Annoying your coworkers by spreading that nauseating smell around the office? Or perhaps it's for following my son around, boasting that you'll be the CEO's wife someday. And behaving arrogantly towards me and the other employees?
No, it's for everything.
Larissa, you don't take this job seriously enough. It's not even that you're still stuck in the student mentality. You just don't have any common sense.
I'm so sorry. I'll never take a day off without permission again. And I'll stop annoying everyone. I'm sorry for what I did.
Talk is cheap, Larissa. Since you've only been here for 2 months, I'm happy to reconsider your dismissal based on how you conduct yourself at work from now on. Don't consider this an act of kindness, though. Your absence will, of course, be deducted from your salary. If you do anything like this ever again, there will be no second chances. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, I understand. I am really sorry. I'll work harder from now on. Please, just don't fire me.
That all depends on your attitude towards work from now on. Please work hard to redeem yourself. The next day, Larissa came to work on time and apologized to me and the other employees for everything she's done. She'd become firmly committed to her job. With constant supervision, we were able to drill into her the basic common sense required to be a member of society. Not just that pertaining to work. Now she's improved to the point of basically being on the level of a regular newbie employee who has the occasional blonde moment. The others at the company do still look upon her a bit harshly, and it's likely that her advancements through the ranks will be slower than that of her coworkers. But I can tell she's working harder than the others and striving to be recognized. So I have high hopes for her redeeming herself at the company and developing as a person.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Shiloh. It's been such a long time. How have you been, sweetie? Is little Tommy okay?
Huh? Is this Allison? Bryce from kindergarten's mom, right? Hey, long time no see. It must have been, what, over 10 months since our kids left kindergarten? Feels like forever.
I know, right? Time sure does fly, huh? Anyway, did you see all the snow?
The snow? Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I did hear something about some snow. Is there a lot?
Now that you mention it, what the hell? There's tons of the stuff.
Sorry, I only heard about it through a friend, so I can't exactly say I've seen it.
Come on, Shiloh. You're not some hermit shut-in who lives under a rock, are you?
Well, I'm not, but I do work remotely, which means I probably spend a lot more time at home than the average person. Actually, I always have to remind myself how important it is to go outside every now and then for the sake of my health. Fresh air is essential.
Exactly. Especially for children. They're creatures of the outdoors. You really should be careful not to keep that little Tommy indoors too much. He's small enough as it is without having a vitamin D deficiency to deal with, too.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, let's get down to business. Today's the first major snowfall we've had around here in years. It's been falling non-stop, and it's piling up like you wouldn't believe. Which is why we're having a snowball fight tomorrow morning.
Oh, really? That sounds like a blast.
Right? We'll be borrowing your backyard for the venue.
Huh? Excuse me? My backyard?
Yes, it's so big that you even have a doggy play area and some soccer goals for the kids. Isn't that right? We could probably throw snowballs all day with a small army of us and still never run out of ammo.
Maybe so, back when we actually lived there. But we moved out a while ago.
Oh, you did?
Oh well, it's not like that really matters. Of course it matters. How could it not matter when it's not my house anymore? You have to get permission from the new owner first.
The new owner? Fine. Go ahead and let your husband know then.
What? What does my husband have to do with anything? He doesn't live there anymore either. You need permission from the actual owner.
Enough of this. I have more important things to attend to. But I just want to say a big thanks, Shiloh. We're all so excited for tomorrow. Toodles!
No, Allison, wait. What the heck? Are you serious? You still seem to think we live there despite me having told you we don't. Are you gonna show up at my old house in the morning? We moved a few months back when my daughter graduated kindergarten, which means it doesn't belong to us anymore. It has a new owner, and you can't just invite yourself into their yard for a snowball fight. You can ask for mine and my husband's permission till the cows come home, but since we no longer have anything to do with the place, you're wasting your time. Please at least make sure you knock on their door first and see how they feel about this. You aren't even reading my messages. Anyway, asking me for permission to use a yard that no longer belongs to me is meaningless. Please read these messages before you go and do something you regret. Hey sis, good evening. Sorry to message you so late. Are you free right now? Hey Shiloh, sure, what's up? Sorry to be a burden, but I was wondering if you wouldn't mind checking something for me. I need confirmation on something. Confirmation? What is it? It's about mine and Stewie's old house. Do you know whether there's someone new living there yet? You mean like, did someone else move in? I'm not really sure. I don't tend to go to that part of town anymore, so it's hard to say. I've probably been there twice at most since you moved out all those months back. And I'm sorry to say, but I wasn't really paying attention to your old house. Okay, that's fair enough. Anyway, what's all this about? Did you leave something behind? No, it's not that. Here's the thing. The mom of one of the boys from Tommy's class back in kindergarten has taken it upon herself to arrange a snowball fight in the yard of my old house under the assumption that it still belongs to me. What? People actually do that kind of thing? She's absolutely convinced that we still live there. I tried my best to explain that we don't, but she stopped responding to my messages, and I'm concerned she's gonna get herself and her whole family in trouble. Oh dear. Her name's Allison, and her son's called Bryce. He was friends with my Tommy in kindergarten. She always had a reputation for being a bit of a trouble causer back then. I did my best not to let myself get too involved with her at the time, and ironically, we didn't have any problems back when our kids actually played together most days. Who would have thought she'd be causing me this much hassle 10 months down the line after moving house? My husband just got back from work. He passes through that area most days on his ways to the office, so maybe he'll know something we don't. Give me a minute. I'm gonna go ask him. Okay, thanks. Hey, sorry I kept you waiting. So what did he say? As far as he can tell, the house is still empty. So no one else moved in yet then? He said he can't say for definite, but he says it always seems to be locked. The curtains are always closed, and he doesn't get the feeling people are living there. I see. But in that case, I wonder if that means it's being managed by the real estate agent. Besides, the fence is pretty high, so I doubt anyone could get in without going to some serious effort. Yeah, I think you're right on both points. How about getting in touch with the real estate agent just in case? Good idea. I'll give them a call as soon as they open tomorrow morning. Thanks, sis. I'm really sorry to message you this late. I know you have to be up early for work. Don't be silly. I'm happy to help, Shiloh. Hopefully we can prevent this crazy Allison woman from doing anything illegal. Speak later. See ya, sis. Thanks a bunch. Sweet dreams.
Shiloh, answer your phone! Would you mind explaining what on earth is going on here? Some strange family never seen before came out of nowhere and started yelling at us. They asked us what we were doing in their yard and threatened to call the police.
Good morning, Allison. It would appear you're in quite the mess, huh?
You don't say, Captain Obvious. What's going on? Explain now.
How many times did I tell you that it was no good getting permission from me because it's not my house anymore?
I don't know anything about that. It's the first I've heard of it. Who were those people? Oh my god, the police are here. They actually called them.
For the time being, I think it's probably best you focus on the predicament you're in. Good luck.
Wait, Shiloh, please tell me why this is happening. Shiloh, how could you do this to me? Why didn't you tell me you'd moved out? You knew me and my family planned on showing up at your old house for a snowball fight, and you just let me! Shiloh, I'm talking to you! Woman, answer me!
Hi again, Allison. I just got off the phone with the real estate agent. They told me everything. About how you showed up first thing in the morning with your own ladder and climbed over the tall fence very clearly designed to keep out intruders, before undoing the locks from the inside and letting in, as you put it before, a small army of your friends and family. Next, as if running around tossing snowballs at each other on someone else's property wasn't enough, you decided to light a bonfire on their lawn and roast marshmallows for everyone while you were at it. Then, the family scheduled to move in today arrived amidst the chaos. They were so horrified when they saw a gang of complete strangers running around like lunatics in their new yard that they reported you to the police. You know what you did is called, don't you, Allison? Trespassing.
Like I already told you, I had no idea. It's your fault for not telling me in the first place. How was I supposed to know? Do you think I'm psychic?
You don't need to be able to bend spoons with your mind to read my messages. I told you enough times.
No, you did not.
Why don't you try looking through our chat history then? Scroll through yesterday's messages and you'll see it's all there. I didn't just tell you once either.
Oh my god, I didn't see that yesterday. I stopped reading them before you told me the important bits. Why didn't you mention it earlier? What you did was as good as not telling me.
Don't be so ridiculous. What else could I do? Do you have no concept of personal responsibility? You illegally entered someone's property after I told you very clearly you'd be doing just that. Then, you stopped reading my messages, which would have prevented you from being arrested today because you had, quote, more important things to attend to.
Enough of your harping on. Do something. Get me out of this mess. I don't want to get arrested.
Do something? What could I possibly do for you?
My husband just told me he's divorcing me.
Wow, that escalated quickly.
He threatened to divorce me just last month if I ever did anything to cause him trouble again.
Wow, last month? Really? So you knew you were on thin ice and you did this anyway? You were so committed to your illegal snowball fight that you were willing to throw away your marriage over it? I hope the marshmallows were tasty at least.
I never knew this would happen. I just thought it would be a fun day for the kids.
I actually thought you'd take responsibility when you read my messages and realized what you'd done. How foolish of me. It would appear you're delusional beyond help.
How horrible.
Isn't this the natural conclusion of you completely disregarding my warnings? How am I horrible? I tried to prevent this.
I'm begging you. Please convince my husband.
Convince him of what?
Tell him I have permission to use the yard, please.
For the 7 millionth time, me and my family moved out of that house months ago, which means asking us for permission to use the yard is meaningless.
Why?
Because it belongs to the family who just called the police on you.
Please just do something. This isn't a joke. I could be in serious trouble here.
Clean up the mess you made yourself. You thought you'd spend today roasting marshmallows, but it turns out the only one getting roasted is you.
Ah!
To give a brief summary on what happened to Allison after the whole trespassing incident, compensation for the total wrecking of that poor family's new yard, among other things, was settled out of court with Allison's husband, who very kindly agreed to lend his wife the money. However, he was absolutely furious, and he'd already filed for a divorce before the day was up. Citing her dangerous antisocial behavior, the judge deemed Allison to be unfit to have custody of their son, and so Bryce went to live with her husband. Afterwards, she did try moving back in with her parents, but apparently they'd already received word of what happened through several relatives, also furious, who she took along that day, completely unaware that they were breaking the law. As a result, no one in her family, parents, siblings, even distant relatives, wanted anything further to do with her. Naturally, in her mind, I was the one responsible for all of this. And I got several threatening messages demanding I pay her compensation to make up for it. Isn't the block feature just the best? Last I heard, she's currently working like a dog to keep up with the compensation she owes for wrecking the yard and the child support she owes her ex-husband. Can you imagine a bigger nuisance than her? It's hard to believe she's actually a real person. I learn something new about the world every day. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Yolanda, can we talk?
What's up? I'm bored, so I guess so.
I've always wanted to tell you that
Tell me what?
I like you.
What?
My family's poor, so I don't smell great all the time. And my clothes and textbooks are all hand-me-downs. And I'm short and skinny, so people have always made fun of me since middle school. That didn't change in high school, and that's been hard. But when I had the same homeroom as you sophomore year, you would always talk to me and show me your textbook when I forgot mine. And you would make people stop when they were making fun of me. You were always so nice to a guy like me. And that always made me really happy, and I like you. It's only been a week since we met, but I really, really like you. So Yoli, please go out with me.
Are you serious? I can't believe you're actually asking me out.
Huh?
To think I would go out with a poor loser like you. No way, that is ridiculous. That's not gonna happen.
Huh? What? What are you talking about?
You still don't get it? I was messing with you.
You were messing with me?
I made a bet with my friends that if I could make you like me within 1 month, that they would buy me lunch. Why do you think someone like me would even talk to a poor loser like you?
What?
I thought a sad poor loser like you would fall for me right away, but I can't believe it only took a week. You're so stupid. Don't get the wrong idea just because I was nice to you.
You lied to me?
I really fell for you. You lied to me. You just got the wrong idea. Just think about it for a second. Take a look in the mirror. No way you're good enough for me. Just be honest to yourself.
I can't believe this. I trusted you.
Thanks for giving me a good story to tell. Everyone's gonna be talking about it tomorrow. Good for you, you're gonna be famous. Oh, but now that the bet's over, don't talk to me anymore, okay? You're gonna make me smell.
10 years later.
Hey Mike, long time no see, how are you?
Hey, it's been a while. You seem well.
Sorry couldn't say hi just now. It's been a while, so I got nervous.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
But I was so surprised when I heard you were coming to the reunion for the first time. I was excited to see what kind of person you had become. Who knew you would become so hot?
What? Did you think some dirty homeless-looking dude would show up?
I didn't think that, but I was surprised that you became so cool. A handsome guy in an expensive suit.
And you graduated from that top-tier college, right? And are working at that huge trading company? I heard you're making like $70,000. You're amazing.
No, I'm not. It's all thanks to my parents for sending me to a good college. I had to study really hard to keep up. I'm still an underling at work.
Mike, you're so humble. You're amazing.
Oh, well, thanks. Yolanda, you've changed a lot.
You're not a stranger. Don't call me Yolanda. Call me Yoli.
No, that's okay. It's not like we're close or anything.
What are you talking about? We're friends.
What?
Hey, since the reunion is almost over, everyone's going to the after party. But do you want to go together somewhere? Just the two of us? I know this great bar. Let's have a private after party.
Huh? You want to have a private after party with you and me? Why?
Come on, don't be shy. You're single, right? But when other girls were hitting on you just now, you brushed them off, right? I know that's because you're still into me.
What?
You don't have to play dumb. Ever since you asked me out in high school, you've always been into me. And to become a good enough man for me, you worked hard and got a good job, right? And the reason you came to the reunion today is to show me what kind of man you become, right? I can't believe it. I feel so lucky. So, I'm okay with being your girlfriend now.
What?
Since you've always only liked me, I'm all yours. You can do whatever you want to me. So, come outside in about 5 minutes. Let's do something fun together.
You're disgusting.
What?
You're repulsive. What are you talking about?
Huh?
You think I still like you? How dumb are you? I've had enough of this.
Huh? What? What's going on? What are you talking about? You're still single because you like me, right?
How could you even think that? It's true that I'm not married, but I have a fiancé.
What? A fiancé?
Yeah, I wasn't interested in those other women because I have a fiancé, not because of you. You have nothing to do with this, so stop misunderstanding things and just leave me alone.
No, wait, just wait a second. I'm saying that I'm okay being your girlfriend. Me.
So what? I told you I have a fiancé. I don't need you.
I don't know who your fiancé is, but I know I can make you so much more satisfied. She's probably only after you for your money. I bet she doesn't even like you.
Don't talk badly about my fiancé. You don't even know her. And the person who's after me for money is you. I heard that you've already been divorced twice. And both times you got divorced, it's because you cheated. So they took all your money. And you're like $100,000 in debt, right? I heard you're looking for someone to pay that off for you. I heard that the debt is due soon, and you're panicking.
What? No, that's...
Even if you weren't in debt, I wouldn't date you though. In high school, you thought you could do whatever you wanted to me because I was poor. You tricked me just for a bet with your friends. I still haven't forgotten about that, you know? And then you find out I have a good job, so you're nice to me all of a sudden.
No, wait, just wait a second. You have it all wrong. When I dumped you and said all those mean things, ever since graduating, I've always regretted it. I've wanted to apologize. It was awful what I did. I'm so sorry.
You've regretted it? I can't believe you would lie like that.
I'm not lying.
I know what you've been doing. After graduating, at every reunion, you've been telling everyone the story of how the poor loser asked you out. That you've been making fun of me to everyone for asking you out.
What? How did you find out about that?
Your old friends told me. They just came to me during the reunion and brought you down just so they could get closer to me. They told me everything.
No, I didn't do that. They're lying. Trust me, Mike.
I can't trust you. I don't care anymore anyways. I'm not gonna go to the after party. I'm gonna go home. I'm never coming to another reunion again either. Everyone is treating me differently just because I'm doing well now. You're all awful.
Wait! Don't go just yet! Please, just let me borrow some money!
I don't have any money to lend you. I'm done talking to you. I'm going home now. See ya.
Mike!
Afterwards, after I stopped messaging Yolanda, I got up to leave. Yolanda and some other freeloaders tried to get me to stay, but I shook them off and left the reunion. Afterwards, I heard that Yolanda's debt due date came and went, and the court took her home and all of her possessions. And now she's working in the sex industry to try and pay back the rest. I guess that instead of coming to the reunion, she should have been trying to work off that debt. I just don't get her. After seeing Yolanda's fall from grace, I finally felt at peace. And I married my fiancé and got promoted at work. And we're having a baby next year. My life is just great. This happiness is a result of the rage I felt when Yolanda tricked me and made fun of me. So I guess in some way, this is all thanks to her.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hello, Mr. Taylor. This is Audrey Stark, over at Ace Corporation. Thank you for this afternoon.
Hey, good evening. Likewise. I know you're very busy. Thanks for taking the time. We're seriously considering doing business with Ace Corporation at the moment. I hope we can continue this relationship.
Please, no need for formalities. We're practically friends after today. Right, Mr. Taylor? Or may I call you William?
Sure. So, what can I do for you? Was there something in our negotiations you were specifically concerned about?
Come on. Let's put all that business stuff aside. William, no more business. This is private time.
Yes. Well, I suppose it is. So, what's this about?
This Sunday, I'm free the whole day. How about you, William?
Our company is off on that day, but...
Which means you are free the entire day. I know this really nice cafe near the station and... Would you like to go there with me?
Excuse me? Why would I do that?
Well, it's a nice place. I just thought you'd enjoy it. After that, we could do a little shopping at the nearby department store. In the evening, we can enjoy a meal at a French restaurant, I know. Do you like French cuisine, William?
I do enjoy French food on occasion, but why would I go out to dinner with you on my day off? Is this like a business dinner or something?
Oh, come on, not business. This is a date. I'm asking you out on a date. We're practically lovers, right?
Wait. Huh?
You know, I really wanted you to ask me out, but you're still young, so I figured you weren't very experienced with such things, so I took the liberty of asking you out myself. Okay, so Sunday, 11 a.m. in front of the station. Are you okay with that?
Stop right there. What do you mean by lovers? I just met you today, Miss Stark, and for the first time.
That's love for you, William. Time is of no significance. Besides, I knew the moment I met you that you fell head over heels for me when you saw me.
Huh? Where did you get such an idea? I fell head over heels for you? Miss Stark? That's inconceivable. Why did you even think that? It's not as if I confessed my love for you or anything.
There was no need. I just knew. The moment we met, you smiled at me. I could tell by your expression.
Smiling when meeting people is what anybody would do. It's called courtesy.
When I was explaining things, you were listening so intently, never interrupting.
Well, it's considered bad manners to interrupt people during a conversation, especially during such important business negotiations.
You were looking at me with those warm and passionate eyes.
When talking with someone, it's customary to look people in the eye when speaking.
When our hands made contact, you blushed and looked so shy.
I was just a little taken aback when you intertwined your fingers with mine as I was handing you those documents.
And when we were leaving, we exchanged line addresses.
Well, you said there might be particulars you wouldn't understand and you might need to get back in touch with me. So?
You did all that because you like me, right?
No. You're mistaken. All I did was handle the situation normally, as any business partner would do. I'm afraid this whole thing, it's all in your imagination, Miss Stark.
Oh, please. You don't have to be bashful. There are many guys who want me, but I'm not easily swayed, you know. But you, William, you're handsome. You paid well. You passed the test? I'll go out with you.
Please. You got this all wrong. I really don't want to continue this conversation. I know I really shouldn't say this, but Miss Stark, you do realize you're twice as old as I am. Aren't you even a little embarrassed to be doing something like this?
My heart is still at 18. Don't you worry. Besides, age difference is insignificant in this day and age.
I really can't go along with this. And I'm going out with someone I plan to marry soon. So, obviously, I cannot go out with you. Sorry.
What? Are you two-timing me? I demand that you break up with this nobody. I guarantee you that I am way better. I insist you go out with me.
You're out of your mind! No! I'll pass.
Are you sure about that? You refuse in our business negotiation? And right here.
What do you mean by that?
Simple. If you don't go out with me, no deal. You make the wrong decision and you might just get fired. So, what are you going to do?
All right, I understand. Can you allow me a little time to consider it? I'll give an answer tomorrow regarding the current situation.
Finally came to your senses. You should have just said yes from the get-go. I'm expecting a favorable response. William! William, are you there? What the hell is happening?
Good morning, Miss Stark. Is there a problem?
What's this about terminating the negotiations? I arrived at the office this morning and the boss screamed at me. What did you do, William?
All I did was relay the conversation we had yesterday to my superiors. I informed them that Ace Corporation stipulated that Miss Audrey Stark, one of its employees, insisted that she have an intimate affair with an employee of our company as a condition for concluding this business deal. If this condition is not met, the deal is off. That's what I conveyed. I also told them that I had no intention of accepting such conditions. And if they insisted that I go through with it, I would resign. Well, my boss was furious. He said he would never do business with such a shameless company. So, as a result, the whole business deal was terminated. I believe I said I would contact you regarding the answer to our conversation yesterday.
Hold on. This whole thing, this is about our relationship, not the business deal.
Of course it's about business negotiations. I turned down your offer of going out on numerous occasions, so I saw no need to refuse again.
But this is not possible. You don't care if this business deal sinks just for a simple private matter? It's your company that's going to reap the consequences. You do realize that, don't you?
I really don't know where you got your wires crossed, but it was Ace Corporation that brought this business to us, if I recall correctly. As this is the case, we have the right to terminate or conclude the contract. As a matter of fact, another firm, the Bayer Corporation, brought the same deal to us, under the same conditions. Except for one, of course. So, if we lose this deal, it really does not faze us at all.
I never said we would axe the deal. If you didn't go out with me, it was just a joke. It was just a slip of the tongue. I didn't mean to threaten you or anything. You took it all wrong.
You say it's a private matter, but I negotiated with you in good faith, thinking that you represented the Ace Corporation. I believe that your words were your company's policy and intent. I really feel bad saying this to someone who's my senior, but you should take responsibility for your position and what you say.
No, you got it all wrong. That was a private matter. It wasn't even during business hours. So, it has nothing to do with the company.
Not sure about that. You brought that up during business negotiations. So, we came to the conclusion that Ace Corporation was part of this all along. That it was policy. We couldn't believe it ourselves. Ace Corporation really takes us for some corrupt third world company.
Please, William, come on. This is all just one big misunderstanding. All I wanted was for you to be a little more forthcoming. That's all. I suppose I was a bit forceful, and I apologize for that, but I'm not sure I approve of you bringing personal romantic affairs into a business deal. Please, think it over for me. Just tell your boss that you were misinterpreting the whole thing. If you don't, I may end up getting fired.
Miss Stark, I really can't understand what you're getting at. I was emotionally traumatized by your remarks yesterday and today. This is simply harassment. So, I plan to submit a complaint regarding this matter.
As I said, it was all a mistake. Please, William, talk to your boss. Get him to reconsider. I'll do anything, please.
Unfortunately, we already decided that we will no longer have any business dealings with Ace Corporation going forward. This account is private, so I'm gonna block you. Sorry. Also, if you contact our company in any way going forward, we intend to get the authorities involved and will consult with our lawyers regarding what actions to take. I hope you and the company are able to work things out.
Please, William, please believe me. My love for you is real. Can't you understand that? You can be certain that I'll make you happy. Please, reconsider.
Stop it! Please! This is really getting on my nerves. Honestly, I despise people like you who never take the time to listen to others.
Huh? Despise?
Yes, that's right. I despise you. I never want to deal with you again.
You're not serious.
I pray for your success. Goodbye. After that unfortunate conversation, Miss Stark visited the company accompanied by her boss and her parents to apologize. But Miss Stark just would not apologize for her shameless behavior, insisting that I was her lover. She was in such hysterics that she ended up hitting my boss, and subsequently, the cops were called and she was escorted out of the company. Both my boss and I were furious, and we seriously contemplated suing Ace Corp, but Miss Stark's parents and her boss apologized profusely, and we eventually relented. We agreed on a financial settlement and a promise that they would keep a close eye on her and keep her from acting out her urges. I heard that Miss Stark eventually got fired and subsequently moved back in with her folks. Evidently, she's working to pay off the settlement her parents were forced to pay.
What did you think of today's story? Waiting for your comments. Please stop by again. If you like this story, click the like button and subscribe.